This is live breaking queer news from Queer News Tonight and the Happening Out television network. Florida anti-trans genital inspection in sports bill dies. More Southern governors voice veto threats over growing Republican anti-LGBTQ bills.
South Florida's LGBTQ Breaking Queer News is supported by viewers like you and the Florida AIDS Walk and Music Festival presented by AHF, the first major LGBTQ in-person event since the COVID-19 pandemic began.
There is celebration today as a growing national effort from conservative state lawmakers to ban transgender athletes from girls' and women's sports looks to be dead in Florida. Although the Florida House voted to pass House Bill 1475, their version of the controversial measure last week, Senate lawmakers could not agree on a way to advance the bill.
The last day of Florida's 60-day legislative session is April 30th. Last night, the Senate sponsor, Lakeland's Senator Kelly Stargel, said, quote, "I don't know that we will have sufficient time to revisit SB 2012 this session," end quote. The Senate version of the bill, SB 2012, was set to be heard in a committee Tuesday, the last scheduled day of Senate committee meetings.
But the measure's hearing was temporarily postponed, meaning it will likely never make it to the Senate floor for a vote. Some transgender Floridians and equal rights advocates who ferociously opposed the bill were measured in their celebration of the bill's apparent death on Tuesday.
Those advocates argue that the divisive measure discriminates against an already marginalized group, transgender kids. Florida's bill received national attention because it would permit humiliating genital examinations to help prove gender identity for students to participate in high school and collegiate sports.
Democratic opponents of the bill were downright jubilant last night. Senator Janet Cruz of Tampa said, quote, "Ding dong, the witch is dead. Rest in peace, transgender bill," end quote. This full assault on LGBTQ civil rights started with the former Trump administration. Trump forced the Department of Defense and the Department of Justice to implement discriminatory trans bans.
Conservative Republicans since the election have followed with anti-LGBTQ laws introduced in state houses in more than 12, mostly southern states. The NCAA and dozens of businesses, organizations, and others have threatened boycotts if states restrict LGBTQ and especially trans rights in high school and collegiate sports.
Today, governors in Louisiana and Kansas have now said that they will likely veto any bills that try to restrict LGBTQ or trans rights. Louisiana's governor cited the bills as an intrusion into personal rights, while the Kansas governor cited concerns over jobs lost because of business and political boycotts.
LGBTQ advocates, including HRC, Equality Florida, the National LGBTQ Task Force, SAVE, and many Florida trans rights organizations like Ariana Center and Trans Social all issued statements of support of the failure of Florida's anti-LGBTQ trans bills.
The humiliating effects of anti-LGBTQ bills like Florida's genital examination bill have devastating effects on LGBTQ trans youth. Suicide rates are 10 times the national average, and Trevor Project reports that more than half of all trans youth have seriously considered suicide. Just this month, as example, since Arkansas passed the most restrictive anti-LGBTQ trans laws in history, 4 trans teenagers have already committed suicide. At Queer News Tonight, we will monitor trans rights issues closely, and we encourage you to continue to watch this space.
Yeah, these laws are very harmful for a lot of trans youth, and it's been studied that access to athletics and other group activities reduces the chance of trans youth suicide by 20%.
One of the big issues going on here, David, is the NCAA's threat to ban. It is having the effect that was desired in South Dakota. Likely the 2 governors in Louisiana and Kansas are affected by it. Tennessee is under tremendous pressure, and I think Florida quietly went into the darkness of the night last night, because of the threats that are going on. What that indicates is boycotts and protest threats work and the LGBTQ community for trans rights in the LGBTQ community need to continue.
Absolutely. Continue to stay informed with live breaking queer news for South Florida, exclusively with Queer News Tonight.
Live Breaking Queer News is presented by AHF Florida AIDS Walk and Music Festival. Want to know more? Watch this.
2020 was our first year as an official beneficiary of AIDS Walk, but our members and supporters have been joining teams, raising money, and walking for many years.
Latino Salud has been part of activism since 2009. Also, Latino Salud has been part of the Florida AIDS Walk since 2012. Each year, we have doubled the number of participants, and also we have raised more money to help our communities.
What motivates me to walk in the AIDS Walk is awareness. So it's HIV awareness. It definitely hits home. Me being HIV positive is something that I definitely want to participate and advocate with.
Esta caminata se realiza bajo el objetivo de crear conciencia de un tema que todavía sigue presente en nuestra comunidad, como lo es el VIH.
It's one of our most favorite annual events because it gives us time to reconnect and have fellowship with former clients, community partners, friends, volunteers, just everyone. It's a wonderful day.
Aqua and the members of its team have been participating at the AIDS Walk for the past 2 years. What motivates us to walk is the need to create greater awareness in our community. This disease affects everyone, and we walk for those that have passed and for those that can no longer walk.
We have been doing the Florida AIDS Walk for the last couple of years, really part of who we are. It is a continuation of honoring the lives of many people who have passed, who have gone.
We have walked and enjoyed ourselves each and every year, having large teams with camaraderie and community that is at the heart of what we do. And we always look forward to the next Florida AIDS Walk.
For us, this walk supports our mission to promote social and economic equality.
I walk for those that can no longer walk. I walk for a change.
Thank you for the thousands and thousands of dollars that the Florida AIDS Walk has raised for people like the people that we're serving at Poverello who are doing so well with HIV today.
The staff of SunServe would like to give our sincerest thanks to AHF and the Florida AIDS Walk.
Thank you so much.